Is the Portland, Oregon real estate market continuing to go up? Hey, come back in a moment and I'll share some interesting stats with you. Hey, Steve Schwab here again with the Portland Lifestyle Team. Thanks for coming back to our video blog where we're going to talk about the market dynamics going on right now in Portland, Oregon. However, quickly before we get started, you might be thinking, what's my home worth today? What could I sell it for in today's real estate market? If you click on that orange box right there on the screen, that will gather some information from you and it's going to give you a quick approximate analysis of what your home is worth in today's market, and it's going to email that to you. If you're thinking about buying a home, I'd encourage you to click on that blue box, and that's going to give you access to every home today for sale in the greater Portland area. So click away, have some fun with those two tools, and if there's any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out and we can talk about it a little bit further. Portland is continuing to see an explosive real estate market. I mean, no ifs, ands, or buts. I think I've explained before that we are part of the 20-city composite that the Case-Shiller S&P index looks at. And the data that just came out last week shows the index for the 20-city composite leveling off a little bit. We were in January a little bit, we're at 5.7% appreciation on average. We're down to 5.4. However, Portland, Oregon continues to lead the pack with an 11.9% appreciation. Take a look at your screen right there. That'll give you a little bit of an idea how we compare to other cities within the composite. But we're at a strong 11.9% appreciation, and we attribute that to a strong job market, strong demand for housing as a result, and the high quality of living that we have here in the greater Portland area. It's Pacific Northwest is a great place to live. What's also interesting is, and you can see this in the graph that's in front of you there right now, that mortgage defaults continue to be low, and they're much lower than they were in 2005, 6, and 7 even. We were at about 0.75%, which is a very positive place to be in when it comes to determining how strong the market is and how safe it is to invest in it. Year over year, price changes within that 20-city composite have remained very stable. If you're looking at that graph right there now, that will show you that throughout 2015 up until now, it's been, pretty stable right in that between high fours into the close to 6% range. So 5.5 maybe being about the average. Very stable market. So very often I get asked the question, are we in a bubble? When's it going to pop? Aren't we where we were before? Well, again, I've said it over and over and over again, no, we're not. There's so many different factors that are propping up this real estate market, and we're going to continue to go up. We may not go up at 11.9%, 12%, no, and we really shouldn't. That will lead to a problem over the course of time. However, I do believe that there's more upside to our real estate market. And to kind of give you an idea of some other perspectives, if you look at your screen right there, I'm going to just go over a quick quote with you from Lawrence Yun, who is the chief economist for NAR. He's talking about, even though that credit conditions appear to be easing somewhat, the move is from overly stringent conditions to not overly stringent conditions. It's a far-fetched view to imply that current mortgage approval processes anyway resemble the loosey-goosey, easy subprime mortgage access conditions of a decade ago. He goes on to say here that for someone making a 20% down payment, the monthly mortgage payment at today's mortgage rates would take up about 15% of a person's gross income, and during the bubble years it was reaching 25%. So the long-term historical average is around 20%. Therefore, a middle income household does not need to overstretch their budget much if they're going to buy a typical home in the current real estate market. So, there you have it. Again, we really are very bullish on the future when it comes to real estate. It's one of the strongest, best investments that you can make, and we'd love to help you with it. So if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out. The number here is 503-567-7437, or my email is steve@portlandlifestyleteam.com. Would love to talk about where this market's going and what your goals are. So look forward to talking to you, and look forward to seeing you again in a couple of weeks.